Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber Security Plus podcast. This series helps you prepare for the CompTIA Security Plus exam with focused explanations and practical context. For a companion study guide, check out the Achieve CompTIA Security Plus 701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. It is the most concise and complete Security Plus guide on the market, built for busy professionals who want to pass the exam fast and on their first try. You can find this book and others at cyberauthor.me. In this episode, we are focusing on two of the most essential practices in enterprise cybersecurity, patching and encryption. Both are foundational to reducing risk, maintaining system integrity, and protecting sensitive data. They are required elements of every effective security program and are often the difference between a successful attack and a blocked threat. Let's start with patching. Patching is the process of updating software, firmware, or operating systems to fix vulnerabilities, improve functionality, or correct known flaws. When a vendor becomes aware of a security weakness in their product, they release a patch, a small software update that closes the gap. Once a patch is available, it is up to the system owner to apply it. This is where vulnerability management begins. The importance of patching cybersecurity cannot be overstated. Many cyber attacks rely on exploiting known vulnerabilities, bugs, or configuration errors that already have a published fix. If patches are not applied in a timely manner, attackers can simply scan the internet for systems that remain unpatched and use automated tools to gain access. Patch deployment strategies vary by organization, but best practices include prioritizing patches based on risk, testing them in a non-production environment, and rolling them out in waves to minimize disruption. High-risk vulnerabilities, those that allow remote code execution, privilege escalation, or authentication bypass, should be patched as quickly as possible. Lower-risk patches may follow a standard monthly or quarterly schedule. Common pitfalls include relying on manual processes, failing to patch third-party software, and ignoring firmware or embedded systems. Another mistake is not verifying that patches were successfully applied. Just because an update was scheduled doesn't mean it completed. Monitoring tools should be used to confirm compliance across all systems. One of the most well-known cybersecurity incidents that illustrates the importance of patching involved a ransomware strain that targeted a vulnerability for which a patch had been available for months. Organizations that had applied the patch were unaffected. Those that had not were forced to pay ransoms, shut down operations, or rebuild networks from scratch. The lesson was clear: patching is not optional. Now let's turn to encryption. Encryption is the process of converting data into a coded format that can only be read by someone with the proper key. It ensures data confidentiality, protecting information from unauthorized viewing, and data integrity by verifying that content has not been altered in transit or storage. Encryption is used in two main contexts: protecting data at rest and data in transit. Data at rest refers to information stored on disk, like files, databases, or backup archives. If that data is encrypted, it remains unreadable even if the storage media is lost or stolen. Encryption at rest is especially important for laptops, mobile devices, and cloud storage environments. Data in transit refers to information moving across a network, such as email, web traffic, or file transfers. If this data is intercepted without encryption, attackers can read its contents. Using protocols like Transport Layer Security, also known as TLS, ensures that even if packets are captured, the contents remain encrypted and secure. There are many real-world examples of encryption saving organizations from public embarrassment or legal consequences. In one case, a laptop containing thousands of patient records was stolen from a healthcare provider. Because the device was encrypted, no data was exposed, and the incident did not qualify as a breach under applicable privacy laws. The encryption served as both a security tool and a compliance safeguard. Another example involved attackers who gained access to an internal network but were unable to read or extract any meaningful data because all sensitive files and communications were encrypted using strong keys and secure algorithms. Even though the perimeter was breached, the data remained protected. To implement encryption effectively, organizations must follow key best practices. This includes using modern vetted encryption algorithms such as advanced encryption standards with 256-bit keys, securely managing and rotating keys, and ensuring that encryption is enabled by default on endpoints, mobile devices, and cloud platforms. Encryption should be applied in layers, protecting sensitive fields and databases, encrypting entire file systems, and securing transmission channels like email and VPNs. Key management is just as important as the encryption itself. If keys are stored in plain text or left accessible to unauthorized users, the encryption becomes meaningless. As you prepare for the Security Plus exam, be ready to evaluate scenarios involving both patching and encryption. Know how to identify systems that are vulnerable due to missed updates, and understand how encryption protects against data exposure during both storage and transfer. You may be asked to choose between encryption techniques, evaluate patch management policies, or recommend improvements to an organization's vulnerability mitigation plan. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Bare Metal Cybersecurity Plus podcast. For more episodes, tools, and study support, visit us at baremetalcyber.com. And before you take the test, make sure to check out the practice questions in the book Achieve CompTIA Security Plus SY0-701 Exam Success by Dr. Jason Edwards. They cover every domain and are a powerful way to lock in your knowledge.